Hi folks, this is Praveen Kumar from Global Customer Support Informatica. Today we are about to see how we can housekeep JDBC Spy log for domain database. The presentation in here is applicable for all 9.x versions of Informatica Power Center. In this presentation, we will discuss topic as shown in the screen. We will see what is JDBC Spy logging and what is the need for the spy logging, and also we will see how can we manage the file space of the JDBC Spy log. So to begin with, it is a feature provided by the JDBC drivers, and it allows you to trace all the JDBC statements when they are executed, what time they started. So the SQL timing information can be generated to help identify how long SQL statements take to run, help to identify the statements that are running too slowly, and this data can be used to understand what is going on, whether the query has been fired or not, and whether the query is being really executed on the database side, and when was the response coming back from the database side. We can also see some kind of trading problems also, which can be used here with the help of the JDBC Spy log. So this one just continues whatever the importance of the JDBC Spy log is. So why do we need is in terms while troubleshooting domain database connectivity is because this particular JDBC is being used by Informatica to communicate between the master gateway node and the domain database. So if there is any kind of issues happening between the two, then it's a spy logging becomes a must for the troubleshooting for us. So what happens once you enable spy log? What is the inference we get? We get to know whether it is either the Informatica server or it is outside the Informatica server. It could be, if it is Informatica server, it could be kind of Informatica bug, or it could be the Java garbage collection and various other Java routines, and also it could be the high CPU utilization on the box where Informatica is running. Whereas the other side of it could be the network delays. The DB server might have taken long time to execute the query. So we will clearly come to know about a few facts, whether we have to look for in the Informatica server or we should look outside Informatica server box to further troubleshoot our domain DB issue. So to enable the JDBC Spy logging, what we have to do is you have to run the update gateway node command, and you might have to specify the spy attributes as shown on the screen. You can clearly see there is a additional option there: spy attributes, log file, spy log, line limit to 20, log tname and timestamp equal to yes. So I have given on the screen for Oracle and DB2. If you are having any other database like SQL Server, then you can figure it out the particular spy attributes for your version, your database, by searching in our knowledge base. So let's have a look on how we can make sure that the spy logging housekeeping can be done. I'm having a 961 HF1 box in my server, and I have already enabled the JDBC Spy log. And since I did not give any additional path to the spy log when running, it would have got created in the default directory, which is the Tomcat bin. As you can see here, this particular file is actually growing heavily. Well, because spy log is actually going to trace every statement which has been fired and correspondingly what are the results coming back. So we got to maintain the housekeeping for this file, otherwise it is going to fill up your disk space, and if the issue which we are trying to figure out is not happening, then it is the most of the content of the file is actually not useful unless we have the coverage, the tracing of the messages that occurred when the issue actually happens in your environment, right? So just to see now, so far I have not faced any issues, and I know that I do not need this whatever spy log entries which have been captured. And if my disk is already filling, then what I could do is I can simply truncate this file on any Unix machines. This works. Okay. So I'm just going to touch a dummy file which would create a 0-byte file in the same location. And now what we can do is I can just truncate this file into spy.log, and my spy.log would become 0 KB, and you see it's still continued. So how does it work internally is the file content is deleted, but the file descriptor and the file inode details, whatever is required, which is already been opened by a running process, is maintained. So what you can see is my Informatica server, which was running, is still running over there. My node process would still be running because of I'm not touching anything with respect to the file descriptors. I'm just deleting the contents of the file, and that happens in instant time. And this way I can release of my disk space whenever I want, so that I can run this spy.log for a longer run. Most of the times for troubleshooting domain database issues, we would require the spy.log to be keep running for a very long while, maybe for months sometimes, for some intermittent issues to occur back again. So you can refer these following knowledge base articles in our mysupport.informatica website, and also you can watch my another YouTube video KB, which is meant for enabling JDBC Spy login particularly. And yeah, we would love to hear from you on support videos at informatica.com, twitter.com/infasupport, and youtube.com/user/infasupport. So if you have any further feedbacks or any comments on this video, please let us know. We will be happy to serve you. Thank you.